like to welcome you at the Reading Football Club. It's an important date for us, as you see. I'd like to introduce our new manager, Nigel Adkins, and his assistant, Andy Crosby. As I said, I think it's an important day for us. I think it's a really important appointment, and we think we'll take this club to the next level. So if you have any questions.
I'll start, if I may.
Yes.
Nigel.
How are we doing?
BBC Radio Berkshire, Andy Williams. Yes, first things first, the first question I think all Reading fans would like me to ask you, do you honestly believe that you can keep Reading in the Premier League this season?
We've got to believe, we've got to do it. And we talk about it. I've joined Reading Football Club. I want to be in the Premier League. And first of all, can I just turn around and say, you know, I've not made any comments since my dismissal at Southampton. I need to take this opportunity to thank all the people at Southampton, the staff, the players and the supporters, because we were on a fantastic journey. And what I've got to do now is say thank you to that, but we've all got to move on. And I'm really pleased and privileged to be the Reading manager now. And answering your question, yes, we've got to have a belief and we've got to have a desire to take one game at a time and make sure this football club remains in the Premier League. And that's what I've come here to do.
Well, my next question was going to say you've got a pretty impressive CV. Why Reading? It's
a good football club. First and foremost, I was impressed when I met the owner. I was impressed when I met Nick. It's a good football club. I've met Sir John over the years, and I've always known that Reading is a very, very good football club. And when we look at it, we're in the Premier League. We've got to make sure that we remain in the Premier League. But there's stability here, there's a future looking forward, and I'm excited about the prospect of being here.
Nigel, you can't talk about the facts of the departure from Southampton, but just describe your emotions going from the dismissal there to getting this job back in the Premier League.
As you rightly said, Fraser, I can't talk about the situation that's gone on there. That's in the hands of the League Managers Association. But I'm just looking at the future now. That's the important thing. We look to the future.
The emotional change you've gone through.
It's been great. I've had 2 months out, and you know, I've gone around Europe. I've gone and seen different things. And I'm excited about the future now. I'm a football man. I'm passionate about playing football. I'm passionate about all things that go on in football. And we're in the Premier League. We're at Reading Football Club, which is an excellent football club. You know, I know the supporters are good. We had a great rivalry last season. You know, Reading were the champions of the Championship. They're in the Premier League and they're in there fighting. And they've got a good spirit amongst themselves. They always have done. And I'm looking forward to getting amongst the players and you know, looking for the next game, which is Arsenal on Saturday.
Tell us when you first had discussions with Reading, and I know it was an open process, but they were talking and discussing the job with Gus Poyet as well. How do you feel about that, although you're the man now sitting here?
Listen, it's fair to say I was in Germany when the situation happened with Brian, and the owner's got to do what he believes is right, and we move forward on that one. And it's fair to say that Reading wasn't on the agenda at the time when I was over in Germany. That was a great trip that I spent out there, learning all the time. Good conversations that we've had, very good conversations, very positive. As I said, I'm really looking forward to the next stage now, moving on, and that's what we've got to do. We look to the future. We're at Reading, we're all together, we're all going to work very, very hard. We've got a big game at the weekend, we're all going to pull in the same direction. I think that's the important thing now. You know, it's a great challenge we've got.